Hello and welcome to another episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition Blind Playthrough by Old Man Memo. And the last episode we had very short visit to Hioi, and today we gonna to some posh restaurant, so let's continue. Uninvited guests. A tangle of marine decorum, restless lights and ambrosial scents mingle atop a floating quay to accent the Shangri-La, Aberdeen Harbour's premier dining location. With competitive views of the surrounding bay, the restaurant attracts a steady crowd of tourists and washing personnel. The primary monument for the 289's Chong Sing Rooster Law is enjoying a rare meal outside of Triad Health territory. Intel says he's set up in one of the restaurant's private dining rooms, but he's not alone. Rooster keeps a personal bodyguard, a notorious or called the Talon. In addition to his regular security detail, you've seen photos of the Talon's handiwork, body so buttered it's hard to tell where one bruise ends and the next begins. Your mission: locate the Rooster, extract him from Shangri-La, and deliver him to your client alive. Simple, fast, low profile. Of course, even the simplest of runs can go sideways. Let's hope this will go not. So, continue. To objective: extract choosing Rooster Law and locate him first in his dining room. So, let's talk to security guard. Stepping into the anterior halfway of Shangri-La, you're confronted by a massive wall of a troll. The restaurant's front door security. He speaks with surprising elocution. Welcome to the Shangri-La. We strive to provide our patrons with an exquisite dining experience. If you have any questions or require special accommodations, don't hesitate to speak with our staff. Small crowd. Where are all your diners? Most of our weekday business is confined to the private rooms upstairs, corporate affairs and such. He looks you up and down, frowns. Please keep in mind that any disturbances will be promptly de-escalated by our security. We reserve the right to bar service to unruly patrons. Thank you and enjoy your meal. Noticed your security a bit tight tonight. You sure have enough guards to deal with bigger disturbances? With a puff of his chest and shake of his shoulders, the troll assumes a more aggressive posture. His face remains a mask of neutrality despite the obvious irritation in his voice. Pushing prides itself on having world-class security personnel. You'd do well to remember that the best kind of security is often hidden from sight. Under her breath. Pretty hard to not see that guy. Okay, so we have access inside. The crab was truly amazing. I just wish I didn't have to wait an hour to get it. Looks like that was not very amused customer. The waitress swamped with orders is caught unaware by your approach. Oh, welcome to the Shangri-La, sir. Our hostess will seat you as soon as she gets back. You're welcome to wait in the lounge. This will only take a second. A loud exhalation escapes through her nose and her eyes dart toward the kitchen. She musters an empty smile and nods in false hospitality. Absolutely, sir. What is your need? I'm looking for someone, Mr. Lowe. He has a reservation here tonight. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. Charisma option. I'll bet a hard-working waitress like yourself is good with faces. You'll certainly remember this man. He travels with a big orc who's got a nasty scar on his cheek. She fiddles with her scratch pad and eyes the plantinous order scrawled across its top page. After a moment of consideration, she speaks. I might know the orc. If he's what I'm thinking of, he only comes around a couple times a year. I've never served him, but I've heard he gets real pushy with the other waiters. Pushy, huh? Why's that? He's allergic to shellfish, I think. We get so many orders, sometimes mistakes are made. A hint of fear flashes across her face. Ah, I didn't just say that. I can assure you our service is second to none. She nervously peeks over her shoulder. Tell me where my friend's eating, and I won't mention your little indiscretion to a soul. Okay, optional objective, poison the talent's food. Sir, this is the Shangri-La. We have over 2 dozen private dining rooms in addition to our main dining floor. As I already said, I served out here. Your friend could be in any of our other rooms. No, excuse me, I need to place these orders. Enjoy your meal. And with that, she wheels around and marches toward the kitchen. What we did get inside... Chatty customers always killing my tips. It turns out Johnny Talon has an allergy to shellfish. Okay, so that was a useful information. I can't believe they are late again. Let's talk to Henry. A well-dressed man sits alone at the bar, elbows propped atop the counter. His face is hard, eyes blank. He swirls the content of his half-empty glass in, as if in a stupor. Between the swollen eyes and whiskey double, it isn't hard to guess his mood. As you approach, he rubs his temples and graces you with a lazy sideways glance, mumbles under his breath. Yeah, not like I can dig myself any deeper. Rough day? Huh? He looks at you again through dull, bloodshot eyes, but his gaze drifts elsewhere before returning to his drink. Lost 2 contracts, missed a third, late for a meeting and publicly shamed by my coworker, all during the 9 to 5, new record, far as I can tell. He takes a long pull from his glass, exhales. Least I got that going for me. Your coworker sounds like an asshole. How do you get shamed? Negligence. My coworkers took 2 of my contracts while they were in renewal. I'd overlooked them for a day or two. Damn, it was just a couple of days. He sighs and begins to sway. Whether it's involuntary or to calm himself, it's uncertain. But his chair creaks loudly in protest. Anyway, he took my clients and made a fool of me. Been rubbing it in ever since. How do you lose your contracts? Wish I knew. One of them was almost a done deal, but for some reason the client suddenly changed their tune, and the contract slipped away before I could officially close it. The two The other two contracts were for ongoing clients, people I'd worked with for years, but I somehow forgot about their annual renewal date, and the more diligent coworker picked them up. I got no credit for the long-term partnership with those clients. If anything, I now look worse for losing them, even though I brought them into the washing in the very first place. He leans back and lets you out a weary groan. His breath reeks of alcohol. This doesn't sit right. You ever forgotten something as big as contract renewal before? Never. Was damn good at my job. I kept all my important appointments scheduled weeks in advance on my work terminal. Never missed a single date until now. He slouches forward, shakes his head. The gesture's hasty, as if he's trying to wake himself. But I have a lot of clients. Maybe I just forgot to schedule these contracts or renewal dates. There's a first for everything. Or maybe you've been sabotaged. Sabotaged? And how the hell do you figure that? My guts tell me someone's behind all this. You kidding me? Everyone's at each other's throat in this business. He downs the rest of his drinks, signals to the bartender in a single movement. The bartender leans over and refills the glass. Fair, but is there someone who would have benefited most from what's happened to you? He considers this. The newcomer, David. Henry nods his head toward the group at the end of the bar, an elf at its center. Him. He came out of nowhere and has become a rock star with upper management. He has been making connections and deals like a washing veteran, like me. That's odd. You're telling me you wanna know what I think? He leans towards you, glassy eyes looking through you to who knows where. The scent of booze wafts of him. I think he's got family connections, people in high places, and he's been using them to his advantage. He backs off and shrugs, rocking precariously on this chair. I don't know, it's just a thought. You might be onto something. Henry grunts and stares into his glass. No, just wishful thinking. Well, I'm going to find out. We have a quest. But let's talk to David a little bit later. Let's see what we have here. Security guard. A guard steps forward and raises his hand. Sorry, sir, this area is off limits. And why is that? This is the washing employee patio. Or patio. Don't know the right word how to tell it. Okay. This is the washing employee patio, reserved for washing customers and their guests. General public's not admitted. Why don't you head back to your table? There's ample seating in the main dining room. What if I ask nicely? Will you let me through then? A corner of the guard's mouth cracks into a weak smile. Sorry, but not even the mighty please and thank you will help you here. Okay. Too bad. Let's go to the kitchen. The aroma of spices and sweet bombards your senses as the cooks move through the kitchen, scents churn in their wake, some sharp, some sweet, some altogether unfamiliar, but all delicious. The chef barks an order to his assistant, searing fish, then whirls around, muttering fervently to himself. He stops short once he notices you standing in his kitchen. I told them I needed an extra server, not a hobo. Shoo. He gestures toward the door and returns to tasting an array of sauces. Okay. Let's talk to David. I probably need somehow to get the uniform. David is all smiles. He's just finished a joke to the uproarious laughter of his party. Hello, friend. Trying to get in on this joviality? You're welcome to join us for the next round. His words bleed into each other. This isn't his first drink. What are we celebrating? My recent success, though some hard work and a little businessly persuasion. He winks at you knowingly. I sealed 2 contracts and a third is on the way. Hey, congratulations, the next round on me. Pay 20 yuans. David beams. Here's a real friend. Come, let's drink. He slams back a shot and hoots with satisfaction. Much appreciated. Thank you, my good man. So, from one friend to another, how did you back all those contracts in one day? A fresh flush feels on David's cheeks. He wobbles on the spot and grins at you. Wasn't too hard, truth be told. Someone did most of the work for me. You see that poor sod down there? He gestures to Henry. We just upgraded our security at work a few nights ago. That fool left behind a note containing his new password. I wrote it down and had some fun. Sent nasty messages to his clients, removed a couple appointments from his schedule. David tosses his hands into the air, spilling his drink, and boom! I'm Employee of the Month. All I had to do was some damage control, but that's men's clients. They're now mine. Nicely done. Very clever, my friend. His cocky smile stretches across his all-too-proud face. I thought so too. Thanks again for the drink, friend. You have yourself a good night. Regardless of our stake in this, it would seem these two have a disagreement that must be settled. I believe we should lead them to that conclusion. Physical confrontation can end most arguments of right and wrong. I think so too. So, let's talk to Henry and see what will happen. Henry gazes into the tall drink in front of him. You came back. Listen, that David Prig you mentioned. Turns out he broke into your work terminal and sent your client some nasty messages in your work name. Then he swooped in and stole them. A spark of sobriety washes over Henry. The dullness in his eyes dries away, and he sits up alarmed. That explains why no one would return my messages. With a grunt, he smashes his fist onto the counter. He turns towards David and mutters through clenched teeth. He wants to play dirty? I can handle it. I can handle him. He jumps up and marches toward David. Henry and David stand inches from one another, both men wearing the fiercest expression they can muster. Their hatred is almost palpable. How their confrontation will pay out is unclear, but one thing is certain: you have a great seat. Henry stabs a finger into David's chest and speaks in a low hiss. You stole my business, and I know it. You might have picked this fight, but I'm going to win it, fair and fucking square. So you show you how those with integrity operate. You cheat. David's mouth eases into a contented smirk. You want to lose face twice in a day? I'm happy to oblige, but not in here. I'll be damned if the Shangri-La bans me for thrashing a worthless scrap stain like you on their property. Let's finish this outside, now. Fine, but don't think that will give you any sort of advantage. It only means I won't have to hold back. Let's go. Create a diversion outside the restaurant. Interesting, nothing else. Oh, don't tell me that. Computer, open program tracking food order and the respective tables flicker steadily on the computer screen. AccuServe from Renraku, Shangri-La restaurant. Manager notice. Nothing but your physical wage slave directives in here. There are a few mentions of curtailing recreational activities in storage rooms and on outer decks. One can only infer the meaning of said activities. Farther down, a note in red expressly warns that the special guest on the floor 2 should be served by approved wait staff only, and if the guest order are botched again, there will be significant and widespread consequences for all servers involved. Okay, so he is on the second floor. Server's notes. Inside this file is a series of notes on guests and the restaurant's operation. You scroll through today's notes. Several servers have written about their concerns regarding tonight's lack of security, and the couple are frustrated with the curious guests wandering up to the second floor private dining rooms. The rest is useless information. Check orders. A list contains dozens of orders pops up, only a handful are for the upper floor's private dining rooms. One note on the second floor order stands out. Floor 2, private room 3. VIP party of 5, standard seafood buffet 1, wine sampler 3, crab rangoon 6, Shangri-La prawns 2, surf and turf 1. Note, no prawns, avoid cross-contamination with shellfish. Diner is allergic. Okay, so it's floor 2, private room 3. Enter new orders. A menu pops up with options to view or place orders. Following the menu is a dining room chart that's been broken down into server's zone. A large comp button in the upper right hand corner has a lock icon over it. Seems people were being too liberal with the free drinks. Unfortunately, it looks like you need a server's code to place an order. Exit. Okay. Nothing new here, so let's wait for the target. The gnarled bar stool offers little in the way of comfort. A quick look around reveals the disparity between the restaurant proper and the bar, the latter of which appears neglected in comparison to the pristine dining room. Old dried drink rings dapple the counter's uneven surface, and angry scratches around down its length. But you've got time to kill before Rooster arrives, and this is a good spot as any to wait. Grab a drink and wait. The minutes tick away as you mull over a cold one. Rooster should be here anytime now. An alarmed waiter in a tassel uniform stumbles into the kitchen. Chef, we have a problem. A big problem. Cut the drama, Cork Mage. We are working here. Locate Rooster's dining room and capture Rooster. There's a fight on the outer deck. It's so loud even the VIP diner heard it. The chef freezes from up on floor 2. You're shitting me. Who put you in up to this? He furiously slumps a wet of dough into the table. You know, I hate jokes. No, Chef, I'm serious. The fight's gotten so out of hand that our VIPs sent his own people to deal with it. Something about assessing the risk to himself. I don't know. He was so pissed that he threw me out of the room. Either way, it doesn't look good for us. This could damage the Shangri-La's reputation. The chef presses 4 covered fingers into his temples. Damn it, we need to get a handle on this. Has security been informed? He stares at the waiter. Well... The frazzled waiter's back stiffens in a response. Oh, yes, sir, but we're so understaffed today that they're struggling to contain it. The chef continues to stare at the waiter. After a moment he sighs. If we lose our jobs because of this, I'm moving to Vegas. Okay, the bouncers are running. And we have found out his dining room. Let's see, anything else here? Let's try to talk to the... no. No chance to talk anymore. So let's get here. His bodyguards are gone, so we might use the surprise. Inside the private dining room, you're immediately greeted by the piercing stare of 2 massive dragon statues. The flickering lights are just bright enough to illuminate their bronze bodies. The effect an eerie illusion of slithering scales. Across the room stands your target, Chun Sing Rooster Low, hands trembling at his sides. A single anxious guard stands near the door. Something has them on edge. The talon is missing. Sweat drips down Rooster's gaunt face. His eyes dart back and forth across the room, trying to size you up, assess the situation. Without support, he appears nothing more than a trapped rooster who, without his talons, is defenseless. In an effort to invoke a sense of authority, he raises his voice. Who are you? What do you want? I've come to deliver you to my clan, Mr. Lowe. Don't worry, they specified that you are not to be harmed. Jew, where is the talon? Where is the rest of my security? A second passes while his eyes scour the room, looking for anyone to come to his aid. Never mind. Just get this street tramp out of here. Yes, sir. No talon, no backup. All alone. You must really like your boss. He glances at the rooster. Not exactly, no. He begins to slowly back towards the door. Fact, you can have him. Goodbye. Ah, that was nice. So, let's talk to him. No, wait, spare my life, I beg you, please. Drops of spit spatter from his mouth, his desperation obvious. Stop that, I'm here to take you alive. Don't make me change my mind. Listen, Mamu, we may have Rooster, but these stiffs were probably just a handful of his guards. He could have more downstairs. We can't leave the same way we came in. If we're gonna get out of here in one piece, we need to find a new exit route, fast. And I'm betting this chicken guy knows one. So, how about it? Where's the door you used to discreetly make your way in here? Rooster teeth are clattering inside his head. His frame shakes uncontrollably. The realization that he's at your mercy, with no one left to defend him, is setting in. Well, Mr. Lowe, mind pointing us to the exit? Rooster stammers incoherently for a moment, but his words soon catch up with him. It's just off the side of this room. To the right, but it's locked. Doesn't matter. I'm guessing you know a way to open it. He blinks confused, his shocked mind slowly processing your implication. Yes, I do. He reaches into his pocket, into his coat pocket, and withdraws a small key. I'll take that. Okay, we have completed another objective to capture Rooster and use the service entrance to get outside and protect Chelsea Rooster from all harm. Okay, we'll try to do that. So let's go. Let's see here. Curiosity. Kill the cat. Let's talk. A monolithic extravagant aquarium dominates the restaurant's lounge. A vacant sea anemones open and close along the tank's rocky bottom, unfurling to reveal a riotous explosion of color. It's like a natural fireworks display. In the upper reaches of tank, multicolored fish of all shapes and descriptions circle and swarm schools of tiny prawns dart in and out of the rocks as skate-like thing the size of koi glide through the water above them. Something like a lionfish made of bronze beats its fiery tail, causing shafts of light to reflect and retract through the water. Some of the animals in this tank must be exceedingly rare and expensive. Adequate academic. Take an exotic fish. Alright, fishy, you coming with me? Good thinking. She eyes the largest, shiniest fish in the tank. I don't know what you are, but I do. I do know that you've got a date with a bowl of noodles when we get you back home. It's worth more alive, Gobet. When we sell it, I'll bill you a mackerel. Wow, 250 yuans for the fish. You pop open a feeding port on the side of the tank. With a deft hand, you grab a large spotted fish and plop it into a hydration bladder that you find in a dispenser on the side of the tank. The fish stares at you, bumping its head against the shimmering plastic. Secure in its bladder. It should live until you can find a buyer after the run. Wow, that was really interesting. So let's use the service entrance. Use Rooster service key copy to open the door. And service elevator. Objective complete. Use the service entrance to get outside. Access the docking bay to escape. New objective. Your comlink clicks. Burst of static. Then the sound clears to reveal a soft voice. Memo, is this your channel? Who's asking? Name's Pei Lon. I'm your getaway driver. We have details to discuss, but let's keep it brief. Time's ticking. Another burst of static and Palon continues. I'm at the loading dock across the bridge from the restaurant's main entrance. Big old schooner. Can't miss me. Neither will have HKPF, who I've just learned are on their way in here in response to a security call. This ought to be fun. One last thing, I may be the driver, but this ain't my rig. Doors locked and I don't know the code. You may have to break in. Good luck and good moving. A click and your comlink fills with static. Palon is gone. Okay, so that's interesting. And here is a docking bay. It looks like someone wants to stop us. A pair of triad gangsters block your path. Man, help me. The words start pouring out of the rooster's mouth so quickly that they blur together. You free me, get me away from here, and I guarantee you'll be rewarded. You and favors, power, whatever you want. The two guards exchange a look, then turn back to Rooster smiling. Actually, we're liking the position we're in now. You begging at our feet. The idea that maybe once you're gone, we can move up the chain. You know, Rocco, here's plenty qualified to take your seat. In fact, we might as well make sure you don't make it out of here alive. Rooster looks up at them, irate. His fury fizzles upon spotting the Tox warriors and ample cutlery. No, why I can make you rich. Easy there. Let's not make this a scene. We go our way, you go yours. The gangsters looks you over. No ink, no suits. You one of them runners? Shit, a runner? Don't let him take off with the rooster. He reaches for his weapon. Get him. Okay. Let's use it as always. Mark 1. Mark 2. And 95 rate. Let's use this. Missed. Woohoo. 17 damage. Critical. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's get here then. Let's go one more attack. Missed 90%. That reminds me of XCOM. Okay, so as always, control mode. Let's go here. Wow. Nice hit, 29 damage. And the second one is down. I think I give him 2 more. I mean this. Marcus chain. Don't tell me I don't see him. Line of sight blocked. Ah, boo-hoo. And turn. Wow, 18 damage. Let's do this first. Damage. Piercing armor. What? What's this? Looks like the first encounter is down. Let's go. Anything hidden here? Almost likely not. But let's check it. Well, I know. I'm a little bit crazy to run around with a guy, which I'm supposed to kidnap. Hey, checkpoint over here. But that one is interesting. Matrix check-in. Check-in. So, programs. Boost. Decrypt to 0. Boost 2. Killer 3-0. Medic and suppression. Hack open the door, king door and the matrix. Uh-oh. Optional, kill Johnny the Talon. The Talon bursts out of the Shangri-La, nearly tearing the doors from their hinges. The lines of his faces are twisted in intense rage. The side of the Talon, you see Rooster's body relax. His voice cracks. Talon, I'm over here. I've got weapons trained on me. Can't move, save me, and we'll get out of here. Take this incident straight up to the top. They'll herald our survival. Reward us. The Talon homes in on a Rooster. You little shit, dragging me into this restaurant over and over, making me eat filth or watch you stuff your goddamn face full of it. And now, here you are, turned traitor in a blink. Rooster is trembling with fear or anger, or both. He raises shaky finger and points it at the Talon. You can't speak to me that way, you're beneath me. I'm still a Red Pearl, and when the triad comes for me, I'll see you flayed for those words. Ah, the wolf punches the air. Talon gives Rooster a wicked smile, eyes gleaming. You won't get shit from the 289s. In fact, if your new allies don't get you, the triad will. Make sure you don't go squawking to anybody by high-level plans, or secret, or whatever. A flea like you won't last the night. Rooster's fake bravado melts away, eyes wide. He looks desperately around him, trapped like a mouse into a snake coil, enemies on each side. His voice is small, bleeding. Talon, Johnny, please help me. It wasn't all bad, right? We had some good runs, you remember? Panic shakes him. I had no choice, Johnny. I was forced to surrender, but if you help me get me out of here, I can see to it that you reward it, even promote it. How would you like that? Objective edit, kill Johnny the Talon. Optional. Without hesitation, the Talon takes a step forward and spits on the ground. To hell with you, you spineless bit pusher. I'll bet you didn't even put up a fight, just rolled over and played the captive. Coward. I'm going to enjoy planting a bullet in your soft worthless skull. He readies his weapon. Oh, the hell. So let's see if we are able to make the guy alive. And I messed up again. Oh, okay, so where is he? I wish I could bring Duncan here. Oh. No worries. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I see there is someone, so nope. Let's do it this way. Spirit. And give him enable? Nope. Too bad. Let's see the monsoon. Only 40%. Okay, we still have two attacks with him. Nice. Let's give him better accuracy and also speed. Now you gotta kidding me. Ah. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Oh, one more from the back. So many. Okay. This is going this way, so let's go here. Okay. No armor at all. Good. Not good. Let's do it this way. First one down. Missed and let's go. Wow, 28 damage, that was pretty big. And let's hope to finish him down. Ouch. 28%. Missed. Let's use this. And let's hope I stay alive. Okay, so far I'm still alive. Okay, so who needs the health most? Let's start with Reactor. I mean his bot. Johnny the Talon is down and 2 karma gained, but we still have some guys here. Only 26%. You know, let's do this way. Missed, of course. Okay. I don't see him. That's not nice, that's not nice. Okay. I messed up. Yes. Ouch. I will have to go inside again. And again. Well, not yet. I still need to pull him up. Not go bet. Let's use this. missed. Good, first one is down. So 8%. Damage. Let's jig in one more time. And I need for this again medic, sniffer, suppression. Killer and this one. Raptor. One more. Nope. So let's go again. Yeah, that was kind of tough for the first time. I got kicked out of the matrix. Let's hug it. This one. And let's take this restaurant schedule. Pay data. Reservations. Okay, and let's get fast to the second one. Uh-oh. This one looks clean. No. This one. There is one crazy. So let's go to... Well, I got a little bit lucky. %. Okay, let's go Gaichu. Ten. Okay, another is one down. And this one. Just in case. And one more move. Go bet. Locked. Let's try this. Oh, no damage at all. Yeah, it's down. So let's open this one. Egg blocker I see. Okay. I missed that one. Let's go. This one. Oh, that was fast. Open docking bay door. The docking door clanks and slides open. It's time to get to the escape boat. Hug the open docking door. Finished. And I can check out of the matrix and let's heal her and hide here. Here is the guy. Just one more. Also missed. Too bad. Let's give this to GOG. So let's try this. Six to seven. Let's hit it one more time. Wow. Let's shoot him with laser. Wow, missed. And the fight is finished. Nice one. We have some beta at least, and let's escape with our triad guy. Keep your crew alive. Okay. The boat sways languidly atop the water. Insulated walls stifle outside noises, as if the chaos just beyond the door belonged to another world. Its interior is cramped, made smaller by maritime equipment protruding from the walls. The scent of sea and moldering wood dominates your senses, ripened from years of perfunctory cleaning. Finally, a safe place to rest. Rooster flinches at your approach. When he speaks, he tries to sound confident, but his voice cracks. The 289s are gonna jam you up for this. Doubt it. With you out of the way, someone's probably nabbed your job by now. Worst you'll get is that. Worst we'll get is a finger waggle. But so long as that hand is also holding our new one, we're in a good position. Can you say the same? He flashes Rooster a smile. Things are not looking good for you, Mr. Lowe. Best you stop running that mouth of yours. And we finished another episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition, blind playthrough by Old Man Memo, and this was a little bit complicated, a lot of heavy resistance during the kidnapping of Triad Boss, but such is life. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to hit that follow button on my Twitch or on my YouTube channel. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day and see you soon.